Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, today I'm going to tell you about national income and its related aggregates. National income. Okay. Definition of national income is it refers to monetary value of all the final goods and services produced by normal residents of a country, no matter where they live. He may reside within the domestic territory or outside the domestic territory. Whereas GDP, we heard this word most of the time, or we can say that every time we heard this word GDP and not the national income. GDP, it refers to sum total of final goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country in an accounting year, no matter who is the producer of these goods and services. Important thing is, if the goods and services produced within the domestic territory, I am not talking about geographical boundary of a country, I am talking about domestic territory of a country. If goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country in an accounting year, no matter who is the producer, the person may be a normal resident like Indians or maybe a non-resident like Chinese. If goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country, then it comes under GDP. Okay. GDP includes final goods only final goods. That's why in the definition of GDP, it refers to sum total of final goods and services produced within the domestic territory. Final goods, I think goods are of two types. Final goods and intermediate goods. Final goods are those which cross the boundary line of production and ready to use by their final users. Who are the final users of final goods? Consumers and the producers. Both are the users of final goods. Whatever goods and services purchased by a consumer is a final consumer goods. And if the goods are purchased by producers, finally, if the goods are purchased by producers, finally, and uses it as an investment like tractor. If tractor is purchased by producer, then it is treated as producer's investment. Okay, and tractor is a final good because it crosses the boundary line of production. It is ready to use by their final users, and producer is the final user. Also, value is not to be added to these goods. If tractor is purchased by a farmer, farmer cannot purchase tractor for resale. Okay, farmer cannot purchase tractor for resale. That's why tractor is treated as final producer goods. Likewise, a car is purchased by a consumer, then it is considered as final consumer good. If it is purchased by a travel agency, then it is treated as final producer goods, because in this situation car is using for generating income. That's why it is treated as investment of the producer and comes under final goods. But the same car, if the same car is purchased by a showroom owner, then it is called as intermediate good. Why intermediate good? When car crosses the boundary line of production and ready to use by their final user, then why it is called as intermediate good? Because value is yet to be added to this car. When car is purchased by a showroom owner, he may raise its price to some extent and sold it to the final consumer. That's why in this situation, car is treated as intermediate good. All the goods, whatever is produced in our country, all the goods may be treated as final good, may be treated as intermediate good. Everything is dependent upon end user. Who is the end user? If the good is purchased for consumption purpose or for investment purpose by producer, then the good is called as final good. And final goods are considered in the estimation of GDP. Whereas if the good is if good is not ready to use by their final user, if value is yet to be added to that good, then the good is called as intermediate good, and the value of intermediate good is not included in GDP. Whereas if these goods remain unsold at the end of the year, if these goods remains unsold at the end of the year, then it is treated as closing stock of the firm. Okay, and closing stock comes under GDP, estimation of GDP. Closing stock, value of closing stock comes under in the estimation of GDP. So there are two types of goods. Final goods. Final goods are those which cross the boundary line of production and ready to use by their final users. Also, value is not to be added to these goods. All the goods purchased by consumers is called as final goods, final consumer good. If the good is purchased by producer for investment purpose, then it is also called as final producer goods. But if the good is purchased for resale purpose, then it is treated as intermediate good, like bread. If bread is purchased by consumer, then it is called as final consumer goods. If bread is purchased by shopkeeper for resale, that means value is yet to be added to the value of bread. In this situation, bread is treated as intermediate good. Likewise, sugar. If sugar is purchased by a baker, then it is treated as intermediate good. If sugar is purchased by consumer, then it is called as consumer final good. Everything is dependent upon end user. Who is the user of that good? Okay. Now, I think final goods and intermediate goods are clear to all. Some notable points. Consumer are those who buys goods for consumption purpose only and are not engaged in production activities. Okay. Whereas producers are those who are engaged in production activity and converts raw material into finished goods. Value of final goods and investment made during the year is only taken for the calculation of GDP. Last point is very important. Value of final goods and investment made by the producers made during the year is only taken for the calculation of GDP. But the value of raw material or intermediate consumption is not included in the estimation of GDP. इसके बावजूद एक पॉइंट ध्यान रखना है. If the closing stock with the producer at the end of year, if some closing stock remains with the producers at the end of year, then it is treated as closing stock of the producers. In this situation, this closing stock comes under GDP. Am I clear? Now, raw material or finished goods remains unsold with the producers at the end of year, treated as inventory investment of the producers. Same good may be final good or intermediate good. The distinction depends upon end user of the good. जैसा भी एग्जाम्पल में तुम लोग को बताया, शुगर, जैसा भी बताया आपको ट्रैक्टर के बारे में, कार के बारे में, ठीक है. तो these are called as final goods, and if these goods are purchased for resale purpose by showroom, a shirt is made by a tailor purchased by a showroom owner for resale. That means showroom owner added some price to that shirt. In this situation, this shirt is also treated as intermediate good. When the shirt is purchased by individual consumer, then only it is considered as final good. फिर से एक बार, GDP में सिर्फ फाइनल गुड्स आते हैं, इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स नहीं आते. Value of intermediate good is always reflected with the value of final good. Value of intermediate good always reflected with the value of final good. अगर हमने दोनों की वैल्यूज़ को अलग अलग इंक्लूड करने का काम किया, यानी हम फाइनल गुड की वैल्यू को भी ले रहे हैं, इंटरमीडिएट गुड की वैल्यू को भी ले रहे हैं, then the price of same good is shown twice with the value of GDP, जिसकी वजह से हम लोग को गलत एस्टिमेशन GDP का हो सकता है. इंटरमीडिएट गुड की वैल्यू हमेशा फाइनल गुड के साथ रिफ्लेक्ट करती है, इसलिए हम लोग इंटरमीडिएट गुड की वैल्यूज़ को अलग से शो नहीं कर सकते. ओके, नाउ कंज्यूमर गुड्स. कंज्यूमर गुड्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 पार्ट्स. नंबर 1 ड्यूरेबल कंज्यूमर गुड्स, नंबर 2 सेमी ड्यूरेबल कंज्यूमर गुड्स, नंबर 3 नॉन ड्यूरेबल गुड्स, नंबर 4 सर्विसेज. कंज्यूमर सिर्फ 4 तरह की चीजें खरीदता है सीक्वेंस में. नंबर 1 ड्यूरेबल. ड्यूरेबल्स कौन से हैं मालूम तो होगा ही आप लोग को, लेकिन जो थोड़ी सी दिक्कतें हैं उनको जरा ध्यान से समझिएगा. These are those consumption goods which can be used for several years. It is clear to all. These are those goods which can be used for several years with high monetary value. Important thing is this: these goods having high monetary value. Example: car, TV, washing machine, etc. लंबे समय तक हम इसका इस्तेमाल भी करते हैं और इसकी monetary value भी high है. That's why it is called as durables. Okay. Semi-durable consumer goods. Semi-durables. These are those consumption goods which can be used for a period of 1 year or slightly more, but these are not of high monetary value. But these are not of high monetary value. Like clothes, ceiling fan, crockery, etc. आप लोगों ने गौर किया होगा कि स्विच बोर्ड जिसमें स्विचेस लगे होते हैं, क्या है वो? आई थिंक उसको हम लोग के घरों में जो लगे हैं वो 10-10 साल तक चलते रहते हैं. क्या हम उसको ड्यूरेबल माने या सेमी ड्यूरेबल माने? लो मोनेटरी वैल्यू. बिकॉज ऑफ लो मोनेटरी वैल्यू इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज सेमी ड्यूरेबल गुड. इस बात का हमें ध्यान रखना है. ठीक है. कुछ पॉइंट डिमांड से भी रिलेटेड यहाँ पर जुड़ता है. डिमांड फॉर नेसेसिटी गुड्स वी कैन नॉट पोस्टपोन. डिमांड फॉर नेसेसिटी गुड्स वी कैन नॉट पोस्टपोन. स्विच बोर्ड अगर है हमारे यहाँ, स्विच बोर्ड अगर टूट जाएगा कंफर्म है हम उसको तुरंत बनवाने का काम करेंगे. ठीक. कार में अगर कुछ गड़बड़ी हो गई कुछ दिन तक हम उसे पड़े रहने दे सकते हैं. टीवी अगर कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया कुछ दिन तक हम पड़े रहने दे सकते हैं, तुरंत ठीक करवाएं या ना करवाएं. लेकिन स्विच बोर्ड इसको हम तुरंत ठीक करवाने के बारे में प्लान करेंगे, तुरंत हम इसको ठीक करवाएंगे. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि ड्यूरेबल्स की डिमांड को हम फ्यूचर पे टाल पाते हैं, लेकिन सेमी ड्यूरेबल की डिमांड को हम फ्यूचर पे नहीं टालते हैं. क्लियर? क्लोथ्स हमारे पास नहीं है, हमें तुरंत चाहिए. These are called as semi-durable goods. Now the third one is non-durable consumer goods. Non-durable consumer goods or single-use consumer goods. These are single-use consumer goods and can be used up in single act of consumption. एक बार में ही जिसको हम कंज्यूम करके खत्म कर देते हैं. Eatables, all the eatables comes under this. These are single-use consumer goods. Now the last one is services. अब services goods कैसे हैं? These are non-material goods which directly satisfies human wants. Okay, non-material goods which directly satisfies human wants. like services of teacher, doctor, transportation services, etc. Okay. Now next type of goods, capital goods. Producer uses two types of goods. Producers, ये तो कंज्यूमर गुड्स के बारे में हो गया, अब प्रोड्यूसर गुड्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Producer uses only two types of goods, capital goods and raw materials. Raw materials are not included in the estimation of GDP, but capital goods comes under GDP because capital goods are investment made by the producers. These are the final goods which the user of these goods are only producers. Now capital goods. Capital goods are those goods which are used in the process of production for several years, or these goods helps in earning or generating income. Machines, कोई भी मशीन है प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी के लिए हम उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. कार, if a car is purchased by a producer, जो जिसकी एक टूरिज्म फर्म चलती है, उसने कार को परचेज कर लिया. ओला ड्राइवर्स ओला में अगर अपनी कार को लगाने का काम कर रहे हैं, देन these are called as producer goods or capital goods. ठीक है. Capital goods are those goods which are used in the process of production for several years, or it helps in generating income. Use of these goods leads to depreciation. बहुत important है. That means these are the fixed assets. Capital goods are the fixed assets of the producers. That's why use of these goods leads to depreciation. Second type of good which is used by producers are raw material. Raw material or the intermediate goods whose value is not included in the estimation of GDP, but if it remains unused at the end of year, then it is called as closing the stock of raw materials, and closing the stock of raw material comes under the estimation of GDP. Now notable points are all machines, capital goods like plant and machinery, machineries. I am telling you that machinery is a capital good. Now the notable point is all machines are not capital good. All machines are not capital good. Like in our homes we use sewing machine, कपड़े सिलने वाली जो मशीन है हमारे घर में अगर वो है, it is not used for generating income. हमारे घर में जो मशीन है उससे हम इनकम जनरेट करने का काम नहीं करते हैं. In this situation, this machine is only called as a durable consumer good. But the same sewing machine in a tailoring shop is a capital good because this sewing machine is used in the generation of income. Am I clear to all? अगर आप income generate कर रहे हो, if a car is purchased by a tourism firm, then it is called as capital good. But the same car is purchased by a consumer for consumption purpose, for his daily necessities, then it is just treated as durable consumer good. तो आपको इस बात का ध्यान रखना है, कैपिटल गुड हम उसी को बोलेंगे जो प्रोडक्टिविटीज़ में या इनकम जनरेशन में हेल्प करती है. अदरवाइज मशीन हम लोग भी परचेज करने का काम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो मशीन ज़रूरी नहीं है कि फिर हम लोग अगर परचेज कर रहे हैं तो हम लोग एक कंज्यूमर कभी भी इनकम जनरेशन में इस्तेमाल में नहीं लाता इन सब चीज़ों को. इसीलिए अगर वो लाएगा तो भाई वो प्रोड्यूसर बन जाएगा ना. कंज्यूमर अगर है तो प्रोड्यूसर कैसे हो सकता है? दो तो अलग कैटेगरीज है बिल्कुल. ठीक, तो आई थिंक आज के लिए टाइप्स ऑफ गुड्स यहीं पर हम लोग ख़त्म करते हैं. आगे हम लोग फिर बात करेंगे.